Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of garagestudiomodellers. I'm Dave Forrest, this is my good friend
Harvey Lowe.
And in today's episode, we're talking about...
You have to pronounce this for me because I ain't French Canadian like you. How do you pronounce this? How do you say that?
That's a Latecoere.
Latecoere. 631. I got that one.
Oui, 631. Latecoere.
Latecoere.
I think it's Latecoere. Latecoere.
So, what is a Latecoere? It's this.
Latecoere. Oh, that's a flying boat.
It's a French flying boat.
Interwar?
No. Interwar when it developed.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, the Germans flew one.
Oh.
And they ended up going into... Well, let's talk about that. So the Latecoere 631... First of all, I'm going to be building this in a few episodes now in, ready for this, the 1/72nd scale.
Oh my god, that's going to be
okay? And I've got it here exclusive for this show.
It's going to be this big.
So first on the history of this aircraft, Dave, the Latecoere 631 was a French flying boat designed in the mid to late 30s for their transatlantic flights between France and South America. Right? Basically at the time the largest flying boat up until that time. And the war came along and the French had built a few prototypes. The Germans saw it and said, we kind of like it. So they took one of the prototypes.
Yeah, we can use this to sink the English ships, yeah.
Yes, at Dunkirk. Don't think they were using it. They flew it. They put German markings. Do we have an audience in Germany? They won't like us.
Might not.
But they flew it, and they put German markings on it. So you have an option to do a Latecoere.
But it was only one.
Yes.
Only one that they did.
And she was destroyed by mosquitoes.
Oh.
In an air raid.
Shot down. Oh, okay.
On the ground.
On the ground.
But
on the water.
If you do decide to do one, you have to change the window configuration. So it is work, but you can't do a Luftwaffe version. Okay.
Now, so what is this kit? Is this? What is this? Is this a? This looks to me. This smells of limited run.
It does.
Yes.
So here's a shout out to Rare Bird Model Sergey. He's the owner. Nice guy. I had built the Cont 511. Do you remember? That's on an episode of Garage Studio Modelers, and they oddly and surprisingly were impressed with my work on that. And they said, well, Harvey, would you like to build the 631 for us? So exclusive to this channel.
Nice.
They sent me one, and I'll say it. They sent it to me for free, as long as I would build and put it on this channel. Beautiful. So this is going to be the first time.
Nice.
Like you can see it on their website, Rare Bird Models. They're out of Estonia. I think they're. I'm just saying their Cont, which I bought myself. They're exquisite. Their 3D modeling is exquisite. You'll see the details on the model I'll show you in a second. But the level of research and detail, they're kind of like I equate. First of all, they do oddball stuff. They won't do a Spitfire. They will not do a 109 in 32nd scale.
Oh, well, that's just too bad.
They do really weird stuff.
That's cool. You need that.
So they've done the 511. They do it a 144th and 72nd. The Latecoere 631, same thing.
Now they're 3D print? They're a 3D print shop, effectively?
3D print
Well, it
shop.
seems to be where the hobby's kind of growing, right?
Now, it's got its limitations. We'll talk a bit about that.
Sure.
But that's not about the company. That's about 3D print. But the company has been only around for a short period of time, but I think they've just broken down the door and come in with some really exquisite oddball stuff. Like the Cont 511.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Usually stuff that you've never heard of.
The Cont.
Yes.
Silly Cont.
So, just quickly before I show you the model, these instructions, there's like 64 pages.
Now, so did this come to you? Or did you have to print this out?
Print this out. Good catch. So they don't print it out. They give you a PDF.
Okay.
And he gives you a link to a Google Drive. Now, when they give you this stuff, Sergey, he throws every reference photo you can imagine. Where he digs this stuff up, I'll never know.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you will get all sorts of photos of the interior, of the aircraft, in a shared Google
So this is
Drive.
like a cottage industry version of what you would get with like a wing that's wing,
Yeah,
or we were talking in the last episode about the Qatari kit.
Well, the Qatari kit, let's just jump around. Here's an example of one of the sheets.
Oh wow!
Right? So this is a sheet which, like the Qatari kit, he's got reference photos.
That's a fantastic reference. Look at that.
Right? And the interior, like I tried to look up this aircraft on the web. There's not much. Somehow he's found it all. I showed you this already, the paint scheme. The instructions are not bad. They're not like, they're colored. Shows you where the parts are, and this is actually very useful, Dave. It shows you where the parts are located on the 3D lattice things, and so that you won't miss them.
Right.
Because the problem I had with the Comp 511, I think I'll repeat the story, is I cut away the smaller parts, not realizing there were really small parts hidden in the lattice structure.
Yeah. You mentioned
and I threw it out by mistake at the Legion Hall. I had to go back and get them out of the garbage, interrupting a military ceremony.
That's not
good. That's not good. So I mean, what do you want, sir? I go, I just need the garbage can.
Oh, Harvey.
I got them. So I'm not making that mistake yet. But they provide you these really, see where the parts are on the tree. It's good enough. It's not like a wing that wings.
No, but it's nice. Nice attention to detail, right?
Yes.
You gotta admire that.
Yes, you do. Now let's have a look at some of. Now this first few pages, as Dave's flowing through, this kind of shows you where the parts are on the tree. But as you get in, the instruction starts right here. Okay, and you can see step 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's pretty basic. It basically shows you the parts fit is not bad, requires a bit of trimming, and I'll show you in a minute. But look at there's an interior to this thing.
Do you see much of that interior?
No.
Or are you like doing an interior with somebody?
I'll show you.
Okay. Well,
now this channel, it's all ad lib, so Dave hasn't seen any of this.
I haven't seen any of this.
No.
This is all.
So we can go more, but the instructions are pretty good. And there's a total of 72 steps.
Wow, that's impressive.
For this
and this is all 3D print. There's no
It's
injection.
all 3D. No.
Wow.
It's all 3D print. Now, the interior. You have an option to buy the interior or not to.
I mean, just another example. Like, look at the quality of this instruction sheet for like a limited run kit. Even though you have to print this out yourself.
Yep.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Like, well done. Right, ropes. Right?
Yep, color.
Everything looks good, right?
Yep.
Shows you where to put the ropes to secure the steps.
And look at that. While you have this page out, you can have the access doors all open in this model.
Yeah.
Like, it's insanely detailed.
That's fantastic.
Not cheap.
No.
But you get what you pay for, and if you want an esoteric, I highly doubt that Tamiya will release one of these.
No, I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I don't think
right?
so.
So, the interior. Can you see much of it? Nah. But, here's what I've done so far.
Oh, look at that.
That's one of the lounge areas. There's the cockpit. Well, no, we'll pull them up so Robert can zoom in on them.
That's fantastic.
Here's one of
my God.
Here's the nose. So I think.
Now, why are these in different colors?
Because when I looked at the references, like the restaurant was a different color. They had like a different colored, like first, second class. This goes over here. The cockpit actually sits on top. Something like that.
Oh my God, that is big. That's a 72nd scale.
72nd. So let's angle them up a bit. Now, okay, you're going to look at this and go, what is Harvey doing? The painting looks, you know what? I don't want to focus on the interior. I want to get enough to show this channel what it's involved.
Yeah.
And once it gets in there, you're not going to see much.
This must be first class.
Yeah.
I like first class.
Look, take a look. They got the sink. They have the curtains.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's a crew of 10, and they've got the. Look at it. Look, here's the cockpit, Dave. They've got the controls. Now, I built this up in a day.
In a day?
In a day.
That's a long day, though.
It's a long day. But they give you all the seats separately. These are not molded in. These seats are all separate.
That's beautiful.
You got a restaurant here.
Yeah.
Now, again, these colors, I just made them up based on what I saw in references. I have no idea. I do see that most of the period photos seem to show a dark brown interior, but I'm just having fun. If somebody's got the real colors, I think that if you really wanted to, Dave,
that's massive.
You could make this as a kit on its own and display it with the aircraft. That's an option. If I had the time, because I got so many projects and I write for magazines, I don't have the time. But you could do this as a separate kit and just leave it.
That's about the same size, I'm guessing, of a 32nd scale twin engine bomber.
I would say B-17, 48 scale.
48 scale B-17. Yeah, maybe even a little bit bigger, right? Because they're still.
That's 72nd scale,
there's a bulkhead here, right? That's impressive. Wow.
Now here's a couple of things about speed painting. I used whatever color. I think this is IJN gray, green, or something. I just made it up. You spray the whole thing in black, and then you can build up the colors. Now I didn't mask these because it'd take forever,
right?
And I put the seats in already,
right?
So I just use a fine, like your Revolution.
I just spray in between.
Yeah, just spray between because you're not going to see much.
Right.
If you really wanted to make this an A-class piece for a show, I'd do the seat separately.
Of course, yeah.
But
if you don't see it,
you're not going to see it. And this is, you can see this is actually just using Gen 3 paints.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the detail on this, right? So this must be another like first class type of area back here.
Yeah.
You've got separate bathrooms.
Yes.
Wash closets.
Yeah.
And the WC is actually molded in.
Can you? Yeah.
Like that is fantastic.
I didn't even notice the WC's molded in.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Look at this. You've got sinks here. See the sinks? I did paint them in white. It's got sinks in there, like on the wall.
That's nice work.
And then the restaurant has a bar. Like if thinking now, I'm building it not only for the company, but I have so many other projects. As I think back, if they do another kit, I'd probably do the interior separately and go to town.
Show it, and display it.
And display it with a model, because then you really
see it. You can't see it otherwise.
You can't see it. The detail on the seat, they're different seats for second class, first class.
Yeah.
And the cockpit, look at the cockpit. You've got like instrument, radar, whatever. I don't know if they use radar or not. But the photos on the reference match what they've molded on this kit. It's quite...
Yeah, I don't think this would have radar, but definitely radio, right?
Yeah. So the detail on this thing is...
That's amazing.
Totally exquisite. So I'm working away on this, and so far the fit's pretty good. I can't complain. They give you these bulkheads separately, so those go in. So there's a lot of pieces to this.
Yeah, no kidding. That's phenomenal.
Isn't it?
Wow, the detail.
Yeah, so now comes the big surprise.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. We're going to show you the main aircraft. I don't know the length of the aircraft.
This is like a Stephen Jobs presentation.
So on this channel, we do things by surprise. I'm just getting them all. All right, ready? This is the fuselage.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
Look at the size of it.
Did you just say shit? You
I
can't
did.
swear.
You can actually.
Look at that.
You can't swear.
Look at the size of it.
That's incredible.
That's 72nd scale, people.
The size of that.
Now, look closely, Dave. Look at the surface detail. There's rivets on this thing.
Yeah, there are rivets.
Now, I just taped this together. The fit of the fuselage is perfect. There's little tabs there, so this is section, this is section. There are halves on this one. That is a whole section. Slide molded, the front nose.
So it's all one piece? This is all one piece?
The front piece here is all one piece.
Jesus.
The tail is one piece.
That's incredible.
Look at the size. I've never seen a model this big in 72nd. I think
That's really good.
It outbigs everything that I've seen.
Yeah.
To date, and I thought the Comp 511 was big. This thing, the Comp 511 is probably up to here. This thing's even longer. I'm just like, whoa, my God!
Where do you put this?
No idea.
Like this is bigger than a 32nd scale twin engine.
Can I display it at your house?
No.
Okay.
No.
I would think, that's bigger than what, a 30? What in 30? A Mitchell in 32nd scale, maybe? I'm guessing. I don't know. It's close, right? A Mitchell in 32nd scale might be close.
I think this would be similar to like a 4-engine bomber, like a Lancaster.
Yes.
Right.
It might be
big. That's incredible. Wow, I didn't know the French. Who knew the French had it in them?
Well, that's not all quite done yet. Oh, by the way, just to give you a sense of the scale.
That's really nice, and the riveting is very fine.
Beautiful. Here's a Matchbox 109 for the comparison.
Okay.
Same scale. Now,
Holy crikey!
so the wings. See the wing?
Look at that.
There's a metal rod come through here. So I just put the rod in, and see the rod there? It comes with 4 metal rods.
Wow.
And they're heavy metal. And they just slide in. See, they slide in there, slide in there. And there's another one. So there's 2 here, and there's 1 for each outer wing for 4. And you can see, you see here? See? There's a metal rod that goes right in the tabs. And this one is even better than the Kant. Like, it just goes right in and just a little bit of filler.
So that would go into, so there's actually
Yes.
locating holes
Yes.
here for the rod.
See, that just snapped in. Yeah, there's a little seam there, but you can
Figure that out.
You can figure it out. My only criticism, and I'll mention this to Sergey, look at the edging
Yeah,
on the.
yeah, a little brittle.
It's brittle and it's broken. I think I'm gonna maybe glue a styrene thing there and put putty, and I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, try and sand it.
I mean, you can fix it, but maybe a word to. Here's another example where it's chipped.
No, was that damage in shipping, or was
Yeah.
that damage taking it off?
No, it's damaged in shipping because it's so fragile. And maybe next time he could put something to
Yeah.
buffer it
Yeah.
if he's watching.
Yeah.
But he can fix it. I'm thinking of trying a styrene strip.
That's pretty nice. Like,
Now look at this here. I'm gonna put this in and see if I can fit it.
that's incredible.
It's big, right? And notice, by the way, before I forget, all these have doors that open, so you have to cut away that.
Yeah.
And then they put the luggage through here in the nose, and there's a door there too. And even the engines.
Now, would you pose those open or?
Yeah. See, you can cut them. There were doors that people the maintenance crew could walk in and work on the engine. That's how big this thing was. There's a passageway in the aircraft that you could go inside the aircraft to the back of the engines and work on them. Now I did have to kind of drill out these holes just a bit, but look at that. Ship fits right in. See?
It's pretty good for a. That's a massive.
That's big, huh? And then
Now, is this going back to them, or are you keeping this?
I'm keeping it. They gave it to me. I have my glasses are. They gave it to me to keep. Where I'm gonna display this, I have no clue. I'll deal with that when I get it. Like, I won't push it all in. But there,
Yeah,
that's good
look at the
enough.
size of that
Look,
thing.
look at that.
That's amazing. That's heavy.
I haven't seen a model this big in 72nd.
No.
I have not.
And it's 3D print.
And it's 3D print. How do you think the alignment? It's not bad.
I think the alignment's
This
really
tail is now. This came cracked
Yeah.
again.
Shipping.
Shipping.
Now, what do you? Are you going to sand this, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna sand it. Yeah.
Or you use alcohol to take it off? Or it might be a bit late now,
Well, it was cracked, so I had to put putty.
so I have to put some extra.
Yeah, I had to put putty on there. It's okay. Now, the scheme of this particular bird was all metal. Natural metal.
Air France.
Yes.
Air
And-
France, as they
and-
say.
Check out this.
Ooh. Now, are those decals?
They're decals, and if they're as good as the ones in the Comp 511, just use the microsolid set. They're exquisite.
Oh, you got little panels, instrument panel.
Instrument panels.
Nice. Beautiful.
So they only give you one choice of markings, and again, if you do the German one, you have to change the configuration of the windows. It's a lot of work,
Yeah, no kidding.
but
I never knew the French had anything this big.
well, it didn't do too well.
No.
There were several accidents.
Well, it's a big aircraft.
Yeah,
Like the Spruce Goose,
yeah,
right?
several went down, killing everybody aboard. So I think they figured out that there were problems, and they took them out of service by the time the 50s rolled around. There were several aircraft accidents,
That's
unfortunately.
incredible. That's big. That's the biggest 3D print model I've ever seen.
I've
By far.
never seen bigger.
Like not even close. Like
Right?
not even close.
I think you're right. I mean, that's about a 30-second length.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah.
You have the
Okay.
length.
No,
Oh.
not the 30 seconds. No.
But look at the. I mean, I know we keep. Look at the size of the
Yeah,
109.
yeah.
It's like
It's like a baby.
Now look, let's flip
It's like
it
a
this
little
way.
baby.
Let's flip it this way. Look, there. That gives you an idea of the sheer size of this thing.
That's incredible.
Now I might have to spray this model with a spray can. It's just such a big base. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think. This guy. I don't think detail is your.
No.
Right.
No. And these
The
are
riveting, the surface riveting,
it's gorgeous.
which is and they're recessed, is very fine.
Very. I don't know how he does it.
Very fine.
And I know he gave me the kit, but yeah,
Like any.
It's
Like,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's very fine. But any sanding is going to.
There's no serrations in the 3D print either. I don't see it.
I think a good coat of primer on this, and
you're good to go.
now you can tell. Now this is because the surface is a tiny bit glossy, right? So you can kind of see any imperfections. But once you get some primer on that, that's all going to go away.
Yeah. The only other criticism I have is some of the parts are extremely fragile, like the propellers.
Yeah.
A little bit bent. You might have to use hot water to bend them back. But now here's just a few other. Oh, by the way, they give you masks. First time they've done that with their kit.
Oh, these are marking masks.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
there's there's masks for the
lettering.
Well, for the lettering and for the glazing on the cockpit.
Yes. This is typically how this is the dolly. It comes with a dolly. See, that's how you have to cut it out. Now again, we talked about this before. I use one of those ultrasonic cutters. I really like them for this type of work.
Yeah, I might have to get one.
You have to get one. They give you.
How do you tell?
It's hard, I know.
How do you tell where the structural 3D structural print structure is, where that stops and where the dolly starts?
That's why he attempts to give you this.
Oh.
So you can follow the pictures, right? So you can, so you can follow the pictures. He also gives you these are the clear parts, vacuform. So there's the window, and these are the passenger windows.
Oh my God! Forget it.
No?
No way. I wouldn't.
No. What's the matter with you?
Beyond my capabilities.
My tip for you guys: if you build something like this, I don't use these. I just use the crystal clear.
Yeah.
Or another good one is well bond, and just fill it.
Actually, this isn't too bad because you're not cutting. No. This is like you're cutting this piece.
Yes.
That sits right on top, right?
Yes.
So it's not so bad actually.
Yes. And to give
I'm not a vacuform kind of piece.
That's how delicate the parts are. Those are the access doors for for the nose.
Yeah. That looks really good.
It's not for the faint of heart. But if you really want to, I think the only company that did one, I may be mistaken, was a vacuform years ago. I think it was Contrail, which is just equally hard.
Sure, if you say so. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. Wow.
And anything else, Steve? They give you these massive, like I was looking at your Latecoere 109.
Kotari?
Yeah, Kotari? Where is your flaps? Stuff.
It's pretty straight. They're straight.
Yeah. It's not bad. And this is the way it comes on the tree. So you got to cut them out.
Yeah.
But be careful. You cut them out because it's very brittle.
Yeah, and you got multiple parts.
It does help if you warm the part in hot water before you start cutting.
Yeah, a sonic cutter is a must.
It's a must, especially with this stuff.
But you know what? You got to admire the engineering of the support structures. Like that is not.
No.
Getting
damaged. I mean the guy's done a lot of work. And by the way, he does get this question a lot. People actually ask him, "Will you do one in 32?" I can answer for him. He told me once, no, because he doesn't have a printer that big.
In 32nd?
32nd. It'd be the size of this table.
No. This is as big as it's going to get, I'm afraid.
I would think. And he does a 1/44th, so that's a little more manageable.
Yeah, that would be more my snack bracket.
Yeah.
Just from a storage, like, where do you put it?
To hang it from the ceiling? I don't know. I have cases. I don't have anything this big. Nothing.
No.
So imagine putting it on a show, eh?
Yeah, like that. A lot of table space.
So that's all I got on this. Now, so stay tuned as I'm going to work this through. As I build it, we'll do a couple more episodes on
Fantastic. This. Yeah. Looking forward to how this turns out. Yeah. And I love the civilian marking scheme on this. The Air France marking. It's gonna be sharp. Well done.
There you go. Thank you.
Well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see everybody in the next episode.
See you soon.